Hello, guys. We are going to continue the special MCQ series. So, we started it on February 7th, and now we have reached February 11th. So, it is the fifth episode. And today, again, it will be something special for UPSC students. It is Art and Culture Day. Okay. So, each day we are doing different subjects, five MCQs, and all these are taken from a test series. So, please see to it that you practice these questions by enrolling. And Art and Culture, there is no separate mini pack. It is part of this pack 2, which is having all the history test. And this time, art and culture specifically, there are four tests: two generic and two based on Nitin Singhania textbook. And we'll have full test also. 2 to 3 history full test is there. So there again, art and culture questions will come. And more than what I have taught, I don't think anything will be coming in the exam. Okay, every year, rarest of rarest difficult question comes, which will be like nobody can prepare. So that you cannot be prepared for. But the others, which every other aspirant is doing, you should also be doing, and that will be covered in our test series. Okay, so pack 2 history is also going at offer price. So come and get it before February month end, and comment your score if you need to keep track of how you are progressing. So culture part, festivals also is asked. So here Magara Vilakku is part of the cultural events in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala. So all are South Indian states. So which state is it related to? This was an expected question last year also, but maybe because it's very simple, it's not asked because of the Sabrimala issue and all. Anything related to Kerala or their cultural things, festival, it can be picked up and asked. Okay, both in prelims and mains. So here it is Kerala. It's an annual festival held at this Sabrimala temple. So try to research more about this, because anything you know about the temple structure or what it does or how frequently it has functions or events, it will be useful for you. Okay, a very simple factual question based on current affair. Which of the following is false about temple styles in Nagara forms? Okay, first you should know there are different forms of temple. Nagara temple is there, Dravida temple is there, then the combination of both towards in certain states in central India it is there. Okay, and there are various other forms within all each of this. Okay, everything is covered in my test series. So here if you see, Odisha style of temples are also called Kalinga style of temples. Famsana style under Nagara is the most advanced among other Nagara styles. The outside walls are heavily carved, while inside walls are plain in Odisha style. Rajasthani and Solanki style will have carvings on inner wall as well. So if you see, it's little factual, but these are there in your CCRT website, and textbooks like Nitin Singhania. All these with pictures will be there. So Nitin Singhania lectures also I had planned it, but we have postponed it because of lack of time. But test series will be there. Okay, 200 MCQs dedicated to that textbook will be there. So almost what is there, like if you take the textbook and then read it and then do my test series, you will study all this very easily. Okay, so one learning from here is all these are part of Nagara. Okay, Odisha, Famsana, Rajasthani, Solanki, everything. So which is false. So we have just tweaked one statement. So here if you see the statement B, okay, it is false. It is not the most advanced one. It is actually the oldest one in Nagara. Okay, which is not complicated or very technical. It is very simple. Okay, simple rectangular room with a shrine, no carvings or shikhar or any huge structures. Nothing is there in this. It's a very simple rectangular room kind of temple. So Famsana style is the oldest under Nagara. Okay, so they can ask it in any combination, like whether Famsana is under which style, or Rajasthan is under which style. So please see to that all of these are practiced. Now the 11-headed Bodhisattva image is represented in the Chaitya Hall of Ajanta, Ellora, Kaneri, Karle. So all these are caves. Okay, Ajanta caves, Ellora caves, Kaneri, Karle. The locations are important. Which religion it represents is important, because Ajanta, if you see, it's almost everything Buddhism. Ellora has Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism. That was a UPSC question. Then Kaneri is also important. Karle is important. Okay, these two are in Maharashtra. Okay, it's even part of UNESCO thing. So that kind of very very factual things are there for anything in the art and culture section. That is why it becomes little difficult, and some students don't like to prepare this also. But every year questions are coming, even though question count is reducing. There was a time when up to 12 to 14 questions just from art and culture came. And one thing I've noticed is in the last 5 years, Buddha related things are asked more. Okay, Buddha or Jaina related things are asked more, and it's very difficult also, because Buddha, Jaina, almost every terminology looks similar. Just by seeing the word, you cannot guess whether it's a Buddhism term or a Jainism term. But unfortunately, you have to prepare for it. And so this one, 11-headed Bodhisattva image, is represented in the Chaitya Hall of which one? Okay, Chaitya and Vihara is a concept which you should know. So here the answer is, this is the 11-headed one, Kaneri caves. So more detailing about this with the CCRT thing and all I have given. These are all taken from very important articles only. And this Avalokiteshvara was a 2019 question, what it means and all. The timeline, any people associated with it, or any events associated with it, location associated with it, everything I've covered in this paragraph. So please pause and read. But who have my test series can simply read it. Okay, this test is already over, art and culture. So students would have got it for batch 1. Batch 3 and 4, I think it is yet to come. So please wait for your schedule. You will also get this PDF. And please read it with sincerity. Don't just by heart the answer and go. Okay, because questions can come from anywhere in this. Okay. Which of the following paintings are matched correctly? Varli, Maharashtra; Manjusha, Gujarat; Madhubani, Bihar; Bazaar, Bengal. So 2, 3 only, 1 only, 1, 3, 4 only, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So paintings, again, paintings, puppet shows, or any visual representation like that. These are important, okay, but little easier compared to other topics like music. Okay, music and dance is a little difficult because in there many factual things are there. Here in paintings, just the state and location, if you study, I think UPSC will ask within that only. But when it comes to dance, music and all, there are many detailing which you have to go. The personality related to that, when it was started, how is each dance differing from each other, whether it has this classical status. So there are many things, but paintings are all common and you just have to by heart. Okay, even though there are schools of paintings, it's a different thing. But this is a very easy question if you study basics of art and culture. So here again, only one thing we have changed. I think Madhubani, Bihar and Varli, Maharashtra, you would have already guessed by now. And 1, 3 is there in both these things, C and D. Now you are confused between Bazaar and Manjusha. So here Manjusha is actually Bihar. And this is one of the revision chart. Many students ask me like, how does revision chart look like, whether it is soft copy or hard copy. Everything which we give is soft copy, so you'll get it in your email, and so it has lifetime validity also. You can study whenever you want. But every year when the batch changes, updations keeps happening. Okay, because some things will suddenly get to UNESCO status, or some things will be like shared between 2 states. Something will happen. So when that time we'll have to update the charts. That is why we always recommend that year batch to buy only when their batch test series is open. Okay, so here if you see, these many things are given, and this is the maximum which any institute will teach you. Okay, and whatever comes in news, that will be separately in the current affair. So please see to that you buy out all of this, not only this. If students are very lazy and very this thing to not buy the test series, at least study what is on screen. Okay, because I don't know what is stopping you from buying such a high quality test series which is designed only for UPSC. Okay, we don't design for any other SSC exam or state PSC exam. It is purely for UPSC. So it will have only things which is not nonsense. Okay, so you can contact me again if you need these things and all. Revision chart separate package is open in February. So get that. Which one of the following is not a form of Carnatic music? As I told, Carnatic music or Hindustani music, you have to study a lot of terminologies and it will be difficult. So here, Tilana, Tapa, Slokam, Kriti. This, which is not part of Carnatic. That means other 3 should be part of Carnatic, and that is the learning you can take away from here. So here Tapa is a folk song of the camel riders of Punjab. So that was in news. So that is why this question I had formed. And details about that, which Mughal ruler is associated with that, and what all personalities are associated, what is the basics you should know about that is mentioned here. Then Tilana, Kriti and Slokam is again mentioned here with the one line. Okay, this much is the maximum you are expected to study, because I have seen certain institutes, which I don't want to name their name now. They are very important institutes and very big institutes, which people always go and get their materials with 40,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, whatever is their course fee. And what they give is Wikipedia copy paste of these things. Okay, like Tilana, they'll give 1 page, Kriti 1 page, Sloka 1 page. And then finally, if at all a question comes, then they will claim that, see, we have taught you in this book volume number 10, page number 50, paragraph number 20. If you give the entire Wikipedia to students and then claim it, there is no point. You have to teach the minimum things which is predicted by a certain institute, and from that question should come. Okay, that is called proper teaching. So we believe in that, and that is why we have given minimal explanation. Okay, so here again, please pause and read. Those who do not enroll to the test series, others will anyway get this PDF. So that is the 5 MCQs for today, and as I told, this is part of Pack 2. So please WhatsApp me. I'll come with the next video soon, and for 3 free tests, just email me 3 free. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.